Hello children, today we are starting the lesson Shelter, its variety. So this is our lesson based on the shelter. So in this lesson we discuss about the varieties of the shelter, that is the buildings or it may be huts, and also materials needed to construct some of the shelter. Okay. So you know children, why we need shelter? So all the human beings and all the animals and also birds need shelter because to protect from heat, cold, rain and also from wild animals. It protects us from heat, cold and also from wild animals. Children, you know about the need of house. So house means here shelter because and also the materials needed to construct the houses and also the way of construction also different from one organism, one animal to another. Education department has organized a camp at Dharwad. Children from different parts of state attended it. They discussed the houses of their region. So let us go see the houses. Means in this lesson we observe the different types of houses. That is, the children are sitting there. They are spoken about after the others. Let us sit and listen to them. Here, that is a girl name called Sangeeta. She has from Javagi Taluk, that is from Kalburgi district. The place of the Kalburgi is very hot. You know children? So that district is very hot. Means the temperature is high in that district. People build the houses using shahabar stones because why they use that shahabar stones because the roof is constructed with wooden planks. Over it they will put some mud. Some people place some slabs on it. So ಯಾಕೆ ಮಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ರೂಫ್ ನ ವುಡ್ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ RC ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಬಿಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಬಿಸಿ ಗಾಳಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಲಬುರಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೌಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ they will use the wood and with the help of the mud also. People of Javagi have used the stone to build the houses because it will be protect from the temperature. It will be protect from the high temperature and give a good weather. That is a cold weather. Not cold means the temperature is means that is comfortable to the people. And another student, that is the name John. He was coming from the Koppa from Chikmagaluru district. Koppa from Chikmagaluru district. So in this lesson we observed that the houses depending upon the districts. Okay, means districts means depending upon the climatic temperature also. Rainfall is heavy in that place. In the Chikmagaluru, we observe that the rainfall is very high. People build the walls with the bricks or mud. The roof is thatched with the hay, dry grass. The roof is sloping. See, usually the wall or the window is constructed with the help of bricks and the roof hay slope ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ರೂಫ್ ನ. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ ರೈನ್ಫಾಲ್. ಮಳೆ ಈ ತರ ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಲೋಪಿ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಈ ತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿರುವಂತದ್ದು ಈ ರೂಫ್ಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೂಫ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೋರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್. So they will build slopy region in the Chikmagaluru district, and every year they cover it with a fresh hay. ಗುಡಿಸಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿ ವರ್ಷ ಕೂಡ ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Some people use hard red bricks. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹೆಂಚು ಅಂತ ಏನಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಾ, ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ತರ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಈ ತರ ಶೇಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ರೆಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಿಕ್ ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಸ್ಲೋಪಿ ರೀಜನ್ ಗೆ ಅವರು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. And also like tiles. In some places like Chikmagaluru, where there is a heavy rainfall, the roofs of the houses is slopy because in that region the rainfall is very high. Okay. So and also from our district, which is our district, there is a Bengaluru. Nowadays people have constructed houses one above the other. You know children, we observe that the houses will be constructed one above the other. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಮನೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. They are called as multi-story buildings. So you will see in the when compared to the apartments ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಮನೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಈ ತರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. So that is called as multi-story buildings. Burnt bricks, they will use what are the materials to construct that buildings? Materials that are burnt bricks or bricks made up of cements and steel rods are used for the construction of this multi-story buildings. And also they will use for the flooring, you know children. So in your houses also you see the coloring flooring. So they will be used in that flooring granite or it may be tiles. ಮನೆ ನೋಡಿದಿರ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ತಿರೋ ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾನೈಟ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು ಇದನ್ನ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So there are a facility of staircases along with the lifts to construct such multi-stored buildings. Huge machines such as crane and mixer are needed. For the construction of these type of multi-storage buildings, people use what? Mixing of cements also using by machines, and also they will use the cranes. Alla adella manushyru elli eshtu 140 ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಹೋಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಷೀನ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ರೇನ್ಸ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ಟೇರ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ನ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟೇರ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಮೆಟ್ಲುಗಳು. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹತ್ತೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ. So and also nowadays they will use the lift. ಮೆಟ್ಲತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ ಹತ್ತ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದೀರಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ? So usually you are seeing the malls and also some supermarkets and also in some of the usually malls you can see the lifts, or it may be some apartments you are also seeing that types of lifts. See, what are the advantages of multi-storage buildings? You know, children, some of the advantages also is there and also some disadvantages also is there. So, we will discuss about some of the advantages. Advantages are, so it needs a community. Means ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಕಟ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಹೆವಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ ಬೀಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಪಿಲ್ಲರ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವಿವೇಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು, my house is near a slum. Means is Vivek's house is near a slum. The houses there are very small when compared to the multi-storage building. They build the houses with bricks and dry leaves and thin sheets. So in the slums, the people they will construct the houses using some mud, bricks, and also some thin sheets. They will cover the roof with the help of thin sheets. They will construct the building with the help of bricks and also some other dry leaves. ಒಣ ಎಲೆಗಳಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಸ್ಲಮ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ನ ರೂಫ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟುವಂಥದ್ದು. In a common, usually the waste water from there is no drainage in the slums. Is it right? ಸ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೌಸ್ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ ಕಿಚನ್ ಮೆಷರ್ಸ್ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರೋಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಾತಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹೌಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ನೀರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಒಗ್ದಿರೋ ನೀರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪಾತ್ರೆ ತೊಳೆದಿರೋ ನೀರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ in the small area. Hundreds of houses are built close to one another, therefore there is no proper ventilation and also lighting facility. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಲಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನೀರು ನಿಂತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀರು ನಿಂತು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಬ್ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೊಳ್ಳೆಗಳಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪಕ್ಕ 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 ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ there is no ventilation, ಗಾಳಿ ಆಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಕೂಡ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And also the people who stay there do not keep their surrounding clean also. They dump the waste materials everywhere. Their dung hills have been created there. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಂದ್ರೂ ಕಸ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಸದ ಗುಡ್ಡೆನೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. So the house fly and the other insects sit on the dung hills and spread diseases. So children, you have to visit some slums, means near your house, or maybe you see when traveling from one place to another place through bus. You observe the location of the slum and observe the environment of the slum. So it may be stagnated water near the house, and it will be helpful for the breeding of mosquito. There is no ventilation and also lighting in the places only. And even the people also, they do not want to clean that place. Okay. Next, here Venukaji lived in a village for a long time, and then he come to her grandmother's house, which is a multi-storied building in Bangalore. So here is a student. He was living in village andre gottu halli. So after that he was staying his grandson's house. Her means to her grandson's house. It is a multi-storied building in the Bangalore. She was surprised at the splendor. She sat on a sofa and went back to the memories of her childhood days. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬರ ಅಜ್ಜಿ ಊರಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮೊಮ್ಮಗನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಸೋಫಾ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವೈಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹರ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಹುಡ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ದೆನ್. ಶಿ ವಾಸ್ lived in 3 sisters, 2 brothers and parents, along with the parents in a hut. Our hut would leak with the rain. During the summer, the leaves on the thatched roof would dry due to the heat, making holes in them. So she was living with her sister and also his brother, 2 brothers with 3 sisters. She was living in a hut. So that hut was made up of dry leaves. The roof of the hut is made up of dry leaves. During the rainy season, the rain is coming inside the house. During the summer, the leaves are dried and make it has a hole. Okay? And then it gives more heat during the summer, making holes. During the summer, the sun was very heat, gives high temperature. In that case, the leaves becomes holes. My parents decided to build a house. My father, taking the help of another person, built the mud house, mud walls. So ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ತರ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಳೆ ಸೋರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇಸಿಗೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಡ್ರೈ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಅಂತ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅವರು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ built with the material called as mud. ಮಣ್ಣಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ಗೋಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. And my father, her father brought bamboos from the nearby forest. Bamboos, you know children? Bamboos, bidru ಕೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ? So usually bamboos are used for the construction of buildings. And so they will also, with the mother, brother and sister, brought some small bamboos. So they will place them on a mud walls and spread mud, clay on them. Bamboos na roof agi, bamboos ne ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ roof agi construct ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ mud and also clay. Clay ಏನು ಚಿತ್ರ ಜೇಡಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Later we went around the open field and collected cow dung. My mother mixed it with water and plastered the floor and the walls with it. We decorated the front of the house, put rangoli and entered the house. So nowadays in the multi-storage buildings, the flooring should be using tiles and also some granite. Is it right? And also some marbles. But in her Venkaji's house, means flooring of house, it will be made by cow dung. Sagadiinda ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಮನೆಯೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. The wall of some walls of that house is also constructed by plastered by that cow dung, and also they will decorate that wall, and also front of the house it will be decorated using the putting of rangoli. ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸಗಣಿಯಿಂದ ಸಾರಿಸಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ರಂಗೋಲಿನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಮನೆನ ಡೆಕೋರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. And then she was groomed and got married, and he was going to her husband's house. That the house is better than the parents' house. The walls were built with the burnt bricks and they were whitewashed. ಇಟ್ಟಿಗೆಯಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತ ಮನೆಗಳು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಪೇಂಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಸುಣ್ಣದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. White wash, the wall of the brick is washed, means painted with the whitewash. And the Mangalore tiles were used for the roofing. Mangalore tiles are there. Usually Mangalore, Chikmagaluru district ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ tiles, so they will use the roof with this red color brick. Okay, the flooring is done with the black stones. The doors were made of wood with a beautiful carving on it. The bold windows allowed light and ventilation into the house, and the neighboring houses also constructed good houses similarly. So the walls also constructed with the bricks and whitewashed. The roof is constructed with this red bricks from Mangalore district. It is taken from the Mangalore district. The flooring of the house is made by black stones. ಕೇಳಿರಬಹುದು ಕಪ್ಪಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಕಡಪ ಕಲ್ಲು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕಡಪ ಕಲ್ಲು ಫ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶೆಲ್ಫ್ಸ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರನೇ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಫ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಯೂಶಲಿ her neighboring houses also similar to her houses. They used slabs of stones for roofing, cement flooring, and also a smooth surface. So she smeared the ground with the cow dung or mud. So when compared to her parents' house, so she cleans the floor with water. Venkaji, who began to sip coffee given by her grandson, remembered the house of her daughter. It was a concrete house with marble flooring, colored walls, and a small garden around the house and a compound. So she remembers her house and her husband's house. So, but our grandson's house is a multi-story building. Okay, and also she remember her daughter's house. Okay, her daughter's house also made up of the floor is coloring flooring, and also in front of the house there is a small garden and a compound. She was constructed a compound with her house. So she remembered her daughter's house. Her house also these facilities were really beautiful because she was constructed a garden near the front of the house. Venkaji is now looking at the apartment for her grandson. It is a means 15 to 20 story buildings with more than 500 houses. There is a lift service to reach the houses on the top floors. So So now she was recognized, remembered her childhood house and her husband's house and then her daughter's house. Now she was thinking about the different types of houses from childhood to now the stage of the house. Okay. She observed that it is a multi-story building. So that is a floor. There is a 15 to 20 floors. So it may be a 500 houses in that multi-story building. So there is a lift service also in the apartment. Certain machines were used to construct these houses. There are 3 bedrooms, dining room and a living room in this house. In a multi-storied building of her grandson's house, there is a 3 bedrooms, dining room and a living room also is there. Everything is really fine. Still houses are constructed like matchboxes arranged closely. So if you have collected some matchboxes and construct the buildings, so you have to try yourself in your home. So construct a building with the help of matchsticks. You observe that it may be a multi-storied building. So there is some problems of ventilation of light. Wardrobes are constructed to arrange the household articles in an orderly fashion. So in the earlier days, there is some ventilation problems also is there. Now also so there is some 500 to more than 500 houses is there in the multi-storage building. Some of the ventilation problem and lighting problem little bit there, but nowadays they will use the electricity. Instead of the natural light, they will use the electricity. Doors and windows are not of wood. They will be made by plastic or steel. The windows and also some doors also made by plastic and also some steel, not done by the carbon wood. Because the weight of the wood also depending upon the weight of the floor also. Venkaji was surprised to observe the changes in the construction of houses from hut to hut. ಗುಡಿಸಲಿಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಮನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Name the 5 types of houses that appear in the story of Venkaji. So we know that first is built with a bamboo, but after before that they having a house with, so the roof of the house, it will be raining during the season, that will be water is coming from that roof also. There is a holes in the leaves. So next show then construction of houses, and she remember her daughter's house and also some of the neighboring houses and also her grandson houses. There are 5 types of houses appear in the story of Venkaji. Children, materials used for the purpose of construction are changing. Write the materials used for the construction of buildings from a hut to multi-storage building, stored building. So you have to write in the page number 91. So first figure we see here, so it is a hut. Write the materials. So it is in the materials are twigs or bamboo and also mud, clay. Next picture, red bricks, cement, okay, red bricks and also some flooring they will use black stones. In the third picture we observe that single house is constructed with cement and red bricks. The flooring is with the help of that marble, tiles or maybe granite. In the multi-storage building we observe that so many types: cement bricks, flooring granite, and they will use steel or plastic doors. So like that you have to write in the column. Know this picture, price and write 1 bag of cement. So now 1 bag of cement, what is the cost? You have to write 1 year ago 1 brick, ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ಟಿಗೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈ ವರ್ಷ 20 rupees ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 15 rupees ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನೇನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋರು ಕೂಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. Children, from the page number 92, here are some pictures of materials that are essential for the construction of houses. Put tick mark to the materials that is used for the construction of your houses. So ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ some materials ಇದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕು? ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ರೂಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಟ್ವಿಗ್, ಗರಿಗಳು, ತೆಂಗಿನ ಗರಿಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಾರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಹಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಲಾಬ್ಸ್, ಎಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ಲೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವುಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಬೂ ವುಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ತರ ಫ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಐರನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶೀಟ್ ಮನೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ RC ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಟೈಲ್ಸ್, ರೆಡ್ ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಮನೆ ಆದ್ರೆ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಸೈಡ್ ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೆನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ. And then from page number 93, so all the animals have constructed some shelter. Is it right? When compared to the human beings construct hut, houses and also multi-story buildings. Okay, children? Like that, some of the birds also, some of the animals also, they will building their shelter. Children, what are the materials used to construct the shelter built by the animals like sparrow? Sparrow ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಒಂದು ಗೂಡು ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೈಬರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಫೈಬರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ತೆಂಗಿನ ಗರಿ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ ಅದರಿಂದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ವೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ? ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಗೋಡೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗೆದ್ಲುಗಳು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ವ, ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ ಮನೆನ? ಅದು ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬೀವರ್ ಬರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್. ಬೀವರ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ ಒನ್ ದಟ್ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನೆಸ್ಟ್. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಫೈಬರ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಜಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ. So it is one of the creation in the environment. And also some tiger, they will construct the houses. No, they will live in some caves. One guhe thunda alle ide. Woodpecker, they will construct the house, that is a nest in the wood. Crow, they will also construct some nest. But cuckoo ಕೇಳಿದಿಲ್ವಾ? ಕೋಗಿಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಬಂದು ಕ್ರೋ ನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಮರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಹೀಗೆ rat, snake also they will not construct the houses, but they will live in the burrows. So that burrows are constructed by some termites. Okay. So there is a variety in the shelter of animals also. So they use different materials to build their houses. When compared to the birds, they will use twigs, leaves, fibers like that. When compared to the animals, for example ant, termites, they will use the mud to construct the shelter. Like that, the different animals use the different materials to construction. Children, do you know this? So you have to remember this one. Burj Khalifa in Dubai is the tallest building in the world. Its height is 829.2 meters. Okay, so this is the tallest building in the world. That is Burj Khalifa, that is in Dubai. Next, Dharavi of Mumbai is the largest slum in the India. Okay, Dharavi is a slum. So the name of the slum, the largest slum in the India, that is in Mumbai. More than 10 lakh people live there. So it is also called as the largest slum of area of Asia. Nowadays, some projects have been implemented to the construct of eco-friendly houses by using the materials in a limited way. People are interested to constructing the houses by adopting the solar heater to heat water, rain harvesting, that is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting. What's the meaning of rainwater harvesting? ಮಳೆ ನೀರನ್ನ ರೂಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಮಳೆ ನೀರು ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪೈಪ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಸಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ರೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಮಳೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. Management of garbage etc. in the house itself. So there are records about ant hill which spreads for more than 650 acres. They are also called as great nest. Lakhs of ant live in them. Ant hill ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇರುವೆ ಗೂಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇರುವೆ ಗೂಡು ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 650 acres ವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ant hill ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ant ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ants they will live on that ant hill. ಓಕೆ, ಇರುವೆ ಗೂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. So that's why the ant hill is called as a great nest. They will construct a great nest. Children, so in this lesson we discuss about the different types of buildings, means different types of houses, and also what are the materials required for the different types of houses. Here are some hard words: sloping, SLOPPY, buildings, 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 STAIRCASE, staircase, DRAINAGE, drainage, BAMBO, bamboo, BRICS, bricks, VENTILATION, ventilation, FLOORING, flooring, MATERIALS, materials, CEMENT, cement. Okay children, read the textbook and learn the hard words. Okay, class I will send you your WhatsApp number. You have to fill the textbook with your pencil only. Okay, textbook filling should be must and should. Okay, thank you children. Rainwater harvesting. What's the meaning of rainwater harvesting? ಮಳೆ ನೀರನ್ನ ರೂಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಮಳೆ ನೀರು ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪೈಪ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಸಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ರೈನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಹಾರ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಮಳೆ ನೀರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮನೆಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. Management of garbage etc. in the house itself. So there are records about ant hill which spreads for more than 650 acres. They are also called as great nest. Lakhs of ant live in them. Ant hill ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇರುವೆ ಗೂಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇರುವೆ ಗೂಡು ನೋಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 650 acres ವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ant hill ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ant ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ants they will live on that ant hill. ಓಕೆ, ಇರುವೆ ಗೂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್. So that's why the ant hill is called as a great nest. They will construct a great nest. Children, so in this lesson we discuss about the different types of buildings, means different types of houses, and also what are the materials required for the different types of houses. Here are some hard words: sloping, SLOPPY, buildings, 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 STAIRCASE, staircase, DRAINAGE, drainage, BAMBO, bamboo, BRICS, bricks, VENTILATION, ventilation, FLOORING, flooring, MATERIALS, materials, CEMENT, cement. Okay children, read the textbook and learn the hard words. Okay, class I will send you your WhatsApp number. You have to fill the textbook with your pencil only. Okay, textbook filling should be must and should. Okay, thank you children.